first cheer up from the stands and just wait for the traditional roar which will send them on their way. So making their way in very good order and under control towards the tapes.
Okay, when are we ready?
And let the festivities begin. They head towards the first flight in the Leatherby and Christopher Supreme Novices hurdle. Justified, Chilling Place are the first two to rise. Actari towards the near side in the maroon jacket. My Way to Solzen is handy in red and white. Cherub is behind them. On the near side, the extreme outside is Perfect Storm, with Only Vintage is inclined to pull. Then Shahood in blue and white colours. Wild Passions over on the far side. Paul Carberry's mount in the sheepskin noseband lies about 6th or 7th in these very early stages. Midfield runners, Madiba included with Manor Sun, Stan on the near side, Dusky Warbler, and then Villon towards the back. Right out the back at the moment, Prince Willem with Publican held up. Arcalis is out the back, as well as Marcel, as they cleared flight number 2. And it's Justified that leads the way in front of the packed enclosures here at Prestbury Park at the start of 4 days of top-class national hunt racing. And it's Justified from Chilling Place. Perfect Storm on the outside of Actari. Then My Way to Solzen and Cherub from Wild Passion up the inside. Next in the field then is Akshar racing between Manor Sun and Villon, followed by Dusky Warbler, and then Shahood. Marcel is very wide, Madiba, Prince Willem, and then Aileron towards the inside. Publican cutting every corner. A black and white jacket towards the back, followed by Stan and Only Vintage, who was up with the pace early, now under restraint in last place as they run downhill towards flight number 3. Justified on the near side will rise just ahead of Chilling Place and put in the better jump too. Followed by Manor Sun in the blue and white on the near side of Wild Passion. My Way to Solzen is out wide in that red and white jacket, followed by Cherub. And then in behind them is Akshar in a noseband, purple silks. Wider out is Actari. And these are tracked through by Villon in a red cap, Dusky Warbler, the green and orange jacket, Arcalis, the grey on the near side, followed by Aileron as they clear the necks. All still standing. Prince Willem in midfield. Publican, black and white colours on the inside, has just moved up 1 or 2 places. A little bit tight for room on the rail there, but going along nicely. Stan is in behind them as they make their way up the hill on the far side. This is 4 out they're coming to, and it's Justified from Chilling Place. These have been first and second throughout. Wild Passion has always held a good position. A Perfect Storm and Madiba are struggling. So too is Only Vintage, and backpedaling too is Shahood as they reach the top of the hill, and it's Justified for Ireland from Chilling Place on the outside. Wild Passion goes third. They're followed closely in behind them by Manor Sun. They now begin the descent towards the third last flight of hurdles, and the race is now really on. Cherub is back in 5th place from Akshar. Publican pulling double in behind them. Black and white colours. Another spot for him. Arcalis and Dusky Warbler out wide. Aileron. Marcel's got a bit of work to do over 3 out. Then Prince Willem. Dusky Warbler going well on the outside. The extreme left in the orange sleeves as they run down towards the second last. And it's Justified in front from Chilling Place. Wild Passion, none going better than Publican. They're followed by Dusky Warbler and Akshar. Here's the second last coming up. Justified just lands ahead once again, followed by Wild Passion. Chilling Place out wide. Publican hard up against the inside where he's been most of the way round under Ruby Walsh. Arcalis has a chance. Dusky Warbler coming at them as well. They run down towards the final flight. Wild Passion has the advantage. Arcalis challenging. Then Publican over the final flight. Then Dusky Warbler on the outside. Justified next from Chilling Place. It's Arcalis that battles on into the lead now from Wild Passion. Dusky Warbler. Publican hasn't picked up. And it's the smart flat horse, Arcalis, who's sprinting clear up the hill. And Arcalis by 6 or 7 lengths wins the Supreme Novices hurdle from Wild Passion in second. Dusky Warbler was third. Tight for 4th between Aileron and Prince Willem. Then Publican and Chilling Place and Justified. Next back was Akshar, then Manor Sun, Stan, Shahood, Marcel disappointing, Cherub, My Way to Solzen. Way back then was Actari, followed back by Villon, and amongst the back markers, Perfect Storm, Only Vintage, and also Madiba. Arcalis here, who was a little bit disappointing last time, landing the spoils for Andrea and Graham Wiley. They'll have several representatives over the next few days. Ingles Drever will go in the World Hurdle Arcalis trained by Howard Johnson, Graham Lee in the saddle. He's got some great mounts to come as well. He'll ride Grey Abbey in the Gold Cup on Friday. Arcalis is the first winner of the week.
I've never heard a jockey cheer himself as he went past the post, but I could hear you, Graham. What was that like?
Oh, Tomo, unbelievable. They've always thought an awful lot of him, especially my agent. From the day the boss bought him, they've loved him, you know, and I can't talk, Tomo. I'm overjoyed.
It seemed to go so smoothly. The horse was always going well.
I had a great passage.
Yeah.
And coming into the meeting, I was a festival virgin. Well, I'm glad I lost my virginity.
It's a great way to... Well, now, what's the ground riding like?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Enjoy the rest of the week.
Thanks.
Well done.